Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be closing out March's budget. So we're going to jump right on into it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Janelle. I do all things budgeting. I also include lifestyle videos as I am a wife and a mom to a 2-month-old baby girl. And we built and bought our first home in December 2020. So I do take you along, or at least I try to take you along on the journey of me just getting my life together and what it's like to be a homeowner and a mother and a wife. So if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So this is just my dashboard, and it houses all of my personal and household budget. So I have two separate budgets that I do. I do a personal and then one which is our household budget that pretty much goes over everything that we pay for our household. So that is that. But we're going to be doing my personal budget closeout. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to start off with our monthly goals. So I had two monthly goals. One was to reach my savings goal for quarterly. And I can just already tell you that the goal should have been 501 and I did not get there. So that was the X. And then the next goal was to pay off my PayPal credit card. And I will link my cashless sinking funds and savings and debt update in the description box so you guys can watch that. But I also did not get to pay off my PayPal card. But the goal is that it's actually going to be paid off in April. So, it's kind of a step backwards, but it's life. And so things are not perfect, but as long as I'm able to get it paid off, that's what matters the most to me. Then I had some check off items. This doesn't always have to be like budget related, but I wanted to declutter one of my rooms. Now there's not one specific room that is fully decluttered, but I did start decluttering different parts of different rooms, and I'm gonna count all of those different parts as one room. So I'm gonna say that I decluttered a room because actually my living room is technically decluttered because I cleaned out all of that mail and trash that I had in our console in our living room, so that it is actually clean. And then I started in my closet. I did sell some of the clothes that I knew I needed to get rid of anyways. And then there's more clothes that I started taking down, at least on my end, that were just probably old and I was never going to wear again, or things that just don't fit me anymore. And I know that it never fit me pre-pregnancy, so I know I'm probably not going to get back into it. So I was taking down those clothes as well too. So that was getting decluttered. Half of the closet is kind of clean, and then the other half is like, Janelle, what's going on? And then I also started in my bedroom as well too. Same thing with clothes. We just have like so much different clothes from college, both me and my husband, that we no longer wear. I literally have like all of his old white dingy shirts that I wear inside of the house, and then like that is it. And so we have so many like shirts from college and when I worked in student housing and stuff like that, that just don't fit me anymore, or it's kind of weird to wear out in public that I just need to throw away. So I have started that as well too. So I'm just slowly, really, I guess right now is really just doing like a spring clean of all of my clothes. And I'm going to slowly be building back up my wardrobe, but it's going to definitely be slow because I am back to eating healthy and exercising, and with that will come weight loss. And so I'm not purchasing too many clothes now because I'm not going to be able to fit into it later on. So that's also why the clothes that I bought are dresses. Dresses are a lot easier to wear or even buy in a smaller size, and it still fits and look good and lasts for a very long time. So that's where we are with decluttering my room. Next was a pamper day. I did go and get my nails done. Did I in the month of March? Yes, I think so. Don't quote me on it. I can't remember. But I think that I did. go and get, because I know I did my hair. And I'm just trying to think. But I'm pretty sure that I did go and get my nails and my toes done in the month of March. Or maybe it was February. Let me look and see if it was in February. But it probably was in February, y'all. I don't really know. I can't remember. But I know that I didn't really do the Pamper Day that I really wanted to have. So I'm just going to say that that did not happen. And then lastly was me and my husband were supposed to have a date night. But I'm just going to be very honest with y'all. We are the weirdest set of people that you'll ever meet. I don't think we really do like date nights where we dress up and go out. We're just really not those people. We're more of like, we're going to stay at home and watch racing and sports. And that's just how we love on each other. And he was home for 4 days for the weekend and then 2 days during the week. And that's literally what we did. We had a weekend full of, it just so happened to be that all our sporting events happened that weekend. And we just had some wine, mimosas, and just enjoyed like just being together. So I'm going to call that a date night for us because date night is very different for everyone. And that's just where we are. I'm going to come back to investment after we go over my, what is it called? What I did for like the actual budget. Like I said, I will link the description in link this video in the description about what was going on with my sinking funds and savings. I have my top priorities. I'm going to be paying off my Discover card by May 9th because that is when the 1% promotion is up. And then these were my quarterly goals. So for my monthly, which is my savings goal, I wanted to be at 180. And as you can see for savings, I am at 202. So I did get there. Quarterly, I needed to be at 501, but I only got to 268. And then yearly, I was supposed to be at 460, but I'm only at 110. I'm going to put an X, but I'm not worried about yearly because I just need to save a certain amount of money for the entire year. So there may be other months where I can really put a lot more money towards savings. And so I'm not too worried about yearly, but quarterly is what's hitting me. And I may actually take quarterly out of the equation in terms of savings to put that money towards debt and still make sure that I can keep up and fulfill my monthly and yearly goals towards savings. And I will still be fulfilling my goal of completing at least 2 savings challenges because like I said, I really need to be saving. So now over to my monthly budget. So I do have my monthly budget also on a spreadsheet on Google Sheet. So that is what I go off of in terms of all of the all of the things that I'm looking at in terms of what I spent. So first we're going to start off with income. So I projected that my income would be $2,632. I am on maternity leave, and so I'll be coming off in a couple of days. But I was on maternity leave, so my rollover from last month, what I did was try to save up as much money as I can to cover me for the time that I was off because at my current job, or my old job actually, you had to be with the company for at least 2 years before they would give you like 6-week maternity leave. And then you could also get short-term disability. So I did get short-term disability, just my time off was unpaid. So I was budgeting $1,300 for rollover and then $1,332 for my short-term disability. My rollover was actually $1,294.27. My short-term disability ended up being $507.43, and then miscellaneous ended up being $1,333.25. So my short-term disability, they did not pay me for 2 weeks. I did get that settled, so I'll be getting the remainder of that money in April. And then for miscellaneous, my old job finally got their commission situation figured out, so I got my last paycheck, and then I also got my commission check from them as well too. So that came out to a total of $3,134.95. Oh, I hate when I be writing all my numbers all over the place. So that is the income that we have to, or that I had to work with for the entire month. So now we're gonna go down to my expenses. So I have AT&T that I budgeted $186.16, but it really was $186.08. I do also want to say that sometimes what I budget is I get these numbers from my annual budget that I did, and then I do my actuals. But I have sort of been kind of changing that because I know that my AT&T bill and my Netflix bill are not the same anymore because they have changed. And so sometimes I feel like it's a little foolish to budget for something that I know is not the price anymore or the amount anymore, but it depends on how I feel, y'all. But yeah, it just went down by 8 cents for AT&T. Acorns is $3, and that's because I have an IRA account with them. So you have a subscription that you have to pay for. Cash is the money that I put towards my Cashless cash envelope credit card bill each month, and so I did $200 this month. Netflix was budgeted at $19.99, which I really thought was going to be $19.99 because my husband told me that they were charging $20, but it was really $21.64. 64 cents. And then I had my debt, which all came out to $896, and that totaled out to oh, actually, I need to go into here. So let me see if I have enough space for all of this. Let's just see. So I had some miscellaneous charges that I took out of my actual checking account. So I'm going to start off with hair, and I'm just going to put that hair. I spent $105, and that's just for the whole month. That was 2 appointments. And then I have babysitter. When I had like a whole bunch of errands to run, it's just really hard taking baby girl everywhere. She has definitely grown up, y'all, week by week, and it's a little bit easier to take her out in increments. But when she gets like hungry or she's fussy, it's really just not great to have her on the road. So I have a babysitter in place, and I spent $40 because I've only used her once this month, or I think twice. No, I think once this month. No, twice. The other one I charged on my credit card, but twice this month, which is good. But this one came out of my actual checking account. Groceries that I paid via my, I don't even think I spelled this right. I feel like I'm missing something. Groceries. Oh, y'all. Via my city card. I did pay that back when I used it, and that was for $85.87. Then I had my Spark card, and this was just for miscellaneous stuff. So I charged money to the card, and then I just paid it back, and that was $387.81. And that was just because I was covering things for baby girl's daycare and some other stuff that I did. And I think that also included the payment for my babysitter. And then we had Wells Fargo. I don't remember. Oh, I went to Walgreens, and it was from February, and I just let it sit on the account because it didn't get any interest. So I just paid that back off. And so in total, with everything, I was at $1,942.38. Okay, y'all. So that was a lot going into my expenses, but that is just real life, y'all. Real life. Life is not perfect. Now down to my cashless cash envelope. So I do not actually really budget this. in terms of it affecting my actual income. I just put what I want to spend for the month here because eventually I want to be able to save up money to be able to spend this money and then just fully pay it back, because I'm getting myself in trouble with spending more than I'm actually paying back on my card. But groceries for the month, I budgeted 400, 80 for gas, 30 for household, 100 for personal, and 30 for miscellaneous, which brings my total to $640. And if you're wondering why I don't physically budget this, is because due to inflation, and wanting to pay off my debt a lot more quickly, it just doesn't fit in my budget to physically budget out in cash, let's just say, all of this money, or I just wouldn't be able to do it, y'all. I wouldn't be able to afford everything that I need to be able to do. So yeah, that's just where I'm at. So yeah, but I'll eventually get back to that. You guys will see over the next couple of months, how much damage I'm going to be doing, but good damage, to my credit card debt and getting my savings back on track and things of that sort. So now we're going to get to our savings. So my monthly savings challenge is also just considered my regular savings account. And this month it was March, so I needed to save $93, and I did go ahead and save $93. Quarterly, I needed to save $100, and I did just that. And yearly, I budgeted zero, but $2 actually came out, just from whenever I swiped my debit card and went into that account. So that brings me to $195 for the month for savings. So I'm glad that I just saved something. I'm really proud of myself for this monthly goal because let me just tell y'all, I'm really enjoying this monthly goal, and it may be a yearly thing that I do is this monthly challenge. Next is going to be my sinking fund. So for holidays, I budgeted $10, and I did just so. For fun, I budgeted 25, and I did just so. Health was 30. And I'm doing health at 30 because that is just what a regular copay is for us if we ever go to the doctor. So I feel as if at least I do 30, that would at least cover a visit to the doctor's office. Household, I budgeted 20. And for auto, I budgeted 42, and I did 42. And that brought me to a total, actually, let me count this up. Well, it should actually be 127. Brought me to a total of $127. So we're actually going to go through my summary. So my expenses ended up being 1,000. Oh, did I really do this to myself? So we're going to do 896 was debt. And let me take out my calculator and just separate it. So, oops, y'all. I hate these little like advertisements on my iPad for like my calculator. Every time that I need to use it, an advertisement comes up. But the total was 1942. 38 minus 896 equals 1046.38. And then savings was 195, and sinking funds was 127. And the total came out, you guys, to $2,264.38, which leaves me with a rollover of $870.57. And y'all, that is my budget. My budget with me for March. looking at this, I know that I can do a lot better, but also I can't. There's just things that I have to pay for that like I just have to charge to my card, and it is what it is. And I'll eventually get myself out of that situation. I do want to say though that this spreadsheet that I did, I definitely took the time to revamp it to make sure that it works well for me. So it's not going to look like this anymore, but I do make my own budget sheets. And just to kind of give you guys a sneak peek of what it looks like, it actually looks like this. So it breaks down things a lot more in what I just want to be able to streamline everything, even though I'm not doing a paycheck to paycheck budget. I'm just doing a monthly budget. It still helps me break down where all of my money is going to versus savings, sinking funds, expenses, investments, and all of that good stuff. So this does conclude my March 2022 budget with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if you've already closed out your budget. How did you do? Did you make enough income? Did you get to pay any debt or put any money to investments? Let me know. And also, y'all, before I close this out really quickly, I do need to go and fill out my investments page now that I'm talking about investments. So quickly, we're going to go through this really quick. So I did not put any money to in any of my investment accounts, which sucks, but you win some, you lose some. Like I said, life is not perfect. So Robinhood, it started off with $291.51, and my ending balance is $316.30. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've been getting all of my accounts except for one in my Robinhood account pays out dividends, and it's a goal of mine. Y'all, I'm lazy. I don't like working. It's a goal of mine to eventually put so much money into my stocks that my dividends can pay me each month. I can get, sort of some kind of money from them to live off of. And so this is why my ending balance is big one, because of not all from dividends, but I got a good maybe $3 or $4 maybe from dividends for the month. And then also my stocks have been going up. I do have an oil stock as well too, and that's been shooting up. My Acorns account, which is my regular Acorns investment account, started at $247.74 and it ended at $248.36. And then my IRA started at $204.83 and it's at $204.33. So I did lose like 50 cents on there, but my ending balance still went up even though I didn't put any money in there. So I feel very grateful. So I'm at $768.99 in terms of investments for the month. Because as you guys can see in my actual budget, I did not put anything towards investments this month. But now that does conclude my budget for the month of March. Once again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.